What's up, you guys? Wonder Bro here. Anxiety has to happen. You must step out of this denial. If you're looking to recover, if you're looking to heal your nervous system, if you're looking to overcome anxiety as a whole, you must get out of the denial that there's some way around anxiety. Anxiety has to happen. Here's the process, and I'm going to make this as simple as possible. Here's the process. You have anxiety built up in your body. Your nervous system is on edge. This anxious energy has to go somewhere. It's going to find an outlet. That outlet can be in the form of intrusive thoughts. Some people say, well, I have certain themes, other people have certain themes. What's the difference? There's not a ton of difference at all. It's just that your anxiety, in particular, has chosen that outlet to express itself and release, right? So you get these thought storms, I call them. A bunch of intrusive thoughts coming and going. They're sticky. You get these feelings. Your physical symptoms could be different than somebody else's physical symptoms, but it's the same release, right? It's just that your anxiety has picked that outlet to release that anxious energy. Now, if you fight against it, oh, I don't want this, I don't want to feel this is horrible, I hate this, fight with that thought, try to figure that thought out, try to run away from that feeling. Whatever it is you're doing, any form of fighting is just basically building that energy back up. So the cycle never really has a chance to end. The anxiety is constantly trying to come out. It has to come out one way or the other. It picks many different ways of doing that, certain thoughts, certain feelings. It tries to come out. You block the release. You try to fight the release. You argue with it. You add more fuel to the fire. So now there's more to release. It tries to come out. You won't allow it. You add more energy to the pot, and the cycle continues. This is why I say you cannot look at anxiety as a monster. You cannot look at anxiety as an enemy. You have to look at it as something that has to come out one way or the other, whether you like it or not, right? A lot of people stuck in the victim mentality, which I get it, guys. I've been there, I understand. But that victim mentality is just keeping this release blocked. It's blocking it off, not allowing it to happen. You have to look at your anxiety as something that's allowed to be. It's allowed to express itself, whether it's expressing itself through a certain thought or thoughts or feelings or both. It has to burn up. It has to come out. So next time you're feeling very anxious, remind yourself, this is a needed release. I accept it. It is what it is. Anytime you catch yourself fighting with those thoughts in your head, fighting with those feelings, all of that negative, blah, blah, blah. If you want to get better, whether you like what I'm saying or not, if you want to get better, you must catch that second fear, as Dr. Claire Weeks called it, all that worry and obsession. You must replace it with something like, hey, this is a release, allowed to happen. Let the clown have its circus, right? These thoughts and feelings are coming out. They have to come out. Whether I like it or not, they're going to come out in different forms through different thoughts and feelings. I need to let it burn up. So you're looking at the burning up as a good thing. The fire won't burn you, right? It'll just burn up all of the anxiety. So when you're going through it, the best way to eliminate second fear is to look at anxiety not as a monster, but as a release, something you need, something you want. You have to want to do this work. You can't look at anxiety, these thoughts and feelings as, oh, so unfortunate, and this is a curse. I hate it. I can't stand it. I blame this. I blame that. I understand that's tempting to do. I get it. These are not comfortable. I'm not trying to say these are comfortable thoughts or feelings. I'm not trying to say this process is easy. I understand that it's far from easy. But if you want these releases of anxious energy, if you want these pathways in your brain to be retrained, you must look at them that way and allow them to be. So while they're there, the thoughts and feelings are flowing. They're higher sometimes than other times, or maybe they're pretty constant. Either way, you're catching yourself when you're fighting with them in your head. I hate this. I don't want this. Let me figure that out. You're catching that as often as you need to, and you're replacing that with a new narrative, a new mindset that says, hey, I actually do want to do this work. The hotter it burns today, the less I have to worry about it in the future. Let that anxiety express itself. These thoughts aren't truly important. They're just pretending to be important because that's the way anxiety is expressing itself. But that means it's burning up. So the more I get these thoughts and feelings and just embrace the burn, embrace the burn, embrace the burn, the closer I am to getting in tune with the life that I want to live, right? So you embrace the burn and you want to do the work because you look at it as a release, not as a monster that is attacking you. Anxiety's got to come out one way or the other, guys, whether you want to deny that or not. The fact remains that anxiety has to come out one way or another. You might as well change your attitude, your perspective, work on it. It's a practice. I know it's not overnight. you might as well change your attitude and perspective so that you can get some benefits and ultimately heal from this release. When you fight the release, that doesn't get rid of the release. It may temporarily, coping methods, compulsions, but that release is still there, and it's coming one way or another, right? If you adopt an accepting mindset instead of looking at it as the villain in your story that you need to slay and fight with, right? If you instead adopt an accepting mindset, you will get something out of that burn. Either way, the burn's going to be there in the form of thoughts and feelings. Why not get something out of it? So for all the people who say, easy for you to say, I've been there. For all the people who say, no, I just can't do it. What choice do you have? You're going through the burn regardless. You're going through the burn regardless, right? I want to see you get something out of it. And that something is healing. That something is recovery. But either way, you got to get out of denial. That burn's going to happen. The thoughts and feelings, the anxiety is going to find some way to express itself through some sort of thought or some sort of feeling or both. Either way, you're going through the burn, you might as well get recovery out of it. And you can only get recovery out of it if you work on cutting that, what Dr. Claire Weeks called second fear, aka worry, obsession, rumination, and replace that with an attitude of, I don't have to attend to these thoughts and feelings right now. They can be there, but every time I catch myself fighting with them, I'm just going to remind myself, hey, let it burn. The hotter it burns, the quicker it learns, all right? Embrace it. See it as something you need to go through. It's not going to be fun either way, but see it as something you need to go through. It takes time, all right? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. It really does help the channel grow. Reach out to me if you're interested in one-on-one coaching. I'll get you on the phone. We'll see what we can do. If you made it to this point in the video, I never come prepared for this part, but if you made it to this point in the video, leave a comment and I'm out of ideas. I feel like I'm going to start repeating ideas here. Leave a comment and let me know what your favorite hobby is. Probably already done that one, but oh well. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much, and until next time, as always, stay awesome.